Okay, here is the next part. Okay, now is talking about digital type coloring. This I have been doing more in the past several years rather than the traditional style. The typical process starts out similar, at least for me. You got two options for digital when you're talking about how to start. You can have your on the computer program that you start off with, such as GIMP or Photoshop. I personally have GIMP. And you can start by drawing with usually either a mouse, although again that usually takes a quite seasoned person to do mouse lines, or as I do, you can use any type of tablet and pen. Mine does not have a screen, so instead of being able to see on a screen on your tablet what you're drawing, for me I have to move the mouse in the lines around the pad, and it will show up on the computer screen on the computer drawing program that you're using, which, as I said, for me is GIMP. And if you don't want to start off on your computer program and draw the lines that way with a tablet, the other option is to start off exactly like you would with a traditional, and you start on even just a simple sheet of paper or sketch paper, and you can draw your lines in pencil, as I said in the first video, and then you can ink them over, leaving everything but the lines white. So basically you've got a white sheet of paper with your drawn lines on it inked in, and then you can scan that into your computer, pick it up in your computer program, and from there you can do the same. The next step that you would do either way is the coloring. Again, back to the coloring. The next step after that, you would choose your colors, start by filling in large areas of your particular drawing, and essentially again the same thing. You would do your flats, then you would do your shading, and I find in general the process of drawing and shading, coloring, all of that stuff is, for me at least, an easier process because of the many colors you can find in a computer drawing program, and it's harder to get that collection of colors if you're using, say, as I said, in the traditional style, your standard color pencils or your standard markers, and it would take a while and a lot of money to amass a collection of colors that would be anywhere near what you can get on your colors in a simple computer drawing program. So essentially it's the same process, and generally for me, I do a little bit of post touch-up work sometimes on mine. I have Photoshop Elements as well, and sometimes I do a little touch-up work there, or sometimes still in GIMP, that kind of finalizes the painting. But then again, I also do that with some of my traditional too. Sometimes I touch things up with my traditional in my programs once I've scanned it. Either way, you have to scan something, whether it's traditional or you're scanning it for your line art. But essentially the process is a lot the same, but for me I find it easier because of the many choices of colors in the computer GIMP program particularly. So that pretty much covers digital, so I'll see you next time.